Friday, Friday. There's Lindia and there's Doc.
I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, Doc.
Same to y'all. Did you guys
I
have a
hope
good
it-
week?
I hope the StreamYard chat don't lock up like it did last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
It
I've
did
seen
lock
that
up.
hap- I've seen that happen in other lives.
Wonder if YouTube's doing something weird where they're not wanting StreamYard to do its thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, there ain't 4 people in here, and we're probably 3 of them, but
A lot of people are over at
boxies.
Boxies, which is cool because it's for a good
Oh,
cause.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
now. It's for the auction. So
I told Boxy was talking about quitting early because of us. I was like, don't hurry because of us.
don't.
No, I see Pearl.
Yeah.
She's right between you on the background.
Yeah.
Pearl!
There she is.
She turned around.
What's up, Viking?
Hey, Viking.
Welcome, Arrigo.
Hey, Rigo.
But yeah, Doc, crazy week, in YouTube. Like we talked about,
Hey, Rob.
the fun,
Hey, Rob.
the auction tomorrow for Al because his wife, is very bad off. And like we were discussing, the Catfish channel, KP it's sad with KP. He's not doing well at all either. So,
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
I love our bunch of people in our group, and then I love the people over in the Catfish group, and both of them right now are going through
Yeah.
life. Right now, life is taking over our little part of YouTube in 2 different
Yep.
directions. But anybody that's
I
in
mean,
here
And all
tomorrow,
we can do is support them. You know,
yeah,
do our
tomorrow
best to
is the
support
auction
everybody.
tomorrow is the auction for Al Outdoors at Off the Hooks. A lot of good stuff going to be on the auction. Going to be a lot of people there. What is there, Doc? Coins, trapping
Stuff. There's even some fishing stuff in there. I mean, I know it's more of a, on that side, it's more of the trapping community than it is, like our fishing community. But like there is some fishing stuff in there as well.
Yeah, Viking's one of the ones right in there. I agree, Viking. It's
Yeah.
not just the family. I mean, everybody gets to know everybody. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah, and Viking, I mean, John tells me, John always keeps me up to date on all the stuff on Hog Legs Live and everything, because it's just, I was telling John, it's hard for me to watch that one because, I'm getting up, I'm getting ready to go to work, and I'm trying to get my kids ready to go to school and everything. And by the time I actually settle down, most of the time you guys are off air.
Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning.
John always does a really good job of filling me in on what's going on over there. When he told me about KP, it just made me sick, and it's awful, and
And Al's wife, same road.
Yep.
Just different path, but same road, and it just sucks. It sucks. What's up, Lucky Dad Rob?
Life sucks, man.
But yeah, but back to the reality of it. In the auction tomorrow, it'll be some people will get some good stuff, and 100% of the money goes to Al. People have donated some really, really nice stuff.
I'm going to share the link.
Yeah, Lindy will share the link to Off the Hook. It's tomorrow night at 8. But I'm proud of those guys, man. They have put this together.
No, they've done an amazing job putting it together, and
there we go. Look here. There's Mr. Hogleg himself.
hey, Hogleg,
Hey,
how you holding up, buddy?
And anybody, is welcome to pop up here if you want to jump up. We're just hanging out tonight, just kind of informing people of what's going on here and there.
Yeah, because I haven't been doing any fishing. I went out when I went out with Rocky, my buddy Rocky. We both almost got heat stroke. And I didn't get a chance last weekend to go out. And as a matter of fact, I almost didn't get a chance to do tonight's live because we were going to try and stream our preseason football game at the high school tonight.
That's right.
But no, they still don't have it fixed out at the stadium. So I'm really hoping I got a live. We're going to live stream it one way or the other next week on Friday night. So
Right.
John and Lindy will be live on their channel. It won't be on my channel because I'll be at the football game. But then we don't have another home football game all the way until like the end of October. Like our football team at school, last year we had like 6 home games. This year
Right.
we got 3. We got 3. The
But
kids
your
are
game will be live streaming.
yeah, they're there tonight. I got about 6 kids there tonight, and they're filming the game, and they'll film it and cut some highlights together and do all that good stuff with it. But
Right.
yeah, they're not live streaming. But next week we will, and then we're off again all the way up until like October,
What's up, Mr. Shane?
and then this is really cool. I know
What's
this
really
probably
cool?
doesn't mean anything to anybody here, but years ago, the high school that I teach at, they used to do a homecoming parade, okay? And the parade would take place down the street in the neighborhood that I live in, because I live in the neighborhood where I teach at.
You said
And
all schools. Yeah.
this was always a big tradition. You used to put like the kids in each class, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, would build big floats on flatbed trailers and stuff like that.
Right.
And then they would parade them from one end of the street, which is called Holly Drive, from one end all the way down to the high school. Well, they're bringing that back this year.
Wow.
Fortunately, the kids can't do flatbed trailers yet, so they're going to like do golf carts, and they're going to like try and build up the golf carts. It should be really cool, man. I'm excited for it.
Doc, I'm going to bring up
Yeah.
the Viking here for a little bit. What's up, Viking?
What's up, Viking?
On my way to a reptile show. I figured I'd come up and talk a little bit.
That's something I didn't tell everybody. He has like a caiman and a bunch of snakes. He's like the lizard king.
Dude, you would get along really good with my buddy Johnny. He breeds all sorts of snakes and all sorts of reptiles down here in Florida. He's got so many, it's crazy.
That's me. I breed all kinds of stuff. That's a box full of reptiles back there.
Nah.
Nice.
All we do is got to go.
Box back.
We got about half that shit outside in the yard.
Yeah, being in Florida, I can imagine a lot of invasive species there.
Yep.
Yeah, what's the lizards we got now with the big old yellow heads, big red and yellow, big giant,
Curly tail lizards.
big curly tailed something and others. We got a couple of them moved in
They're
lately.
invasive. Yeah.
Y'all got basilisks down there, all kinds of stuff. Chameleon,
Yep.
iguanas, tegus.
We have the tegus haven't moved up like my way, because I'm about an hour north of Miami.
And you're about an hour south of me.
Right. And they haven't moved up in this area. They seem to they're staying kind of contained in that area down there in Miami-Dade, Broward County,
Hey,
especially close to the Everglades is where they're staying. But those things are nasty, dude. Those things are nasty.
Captive bred, they're not. Captive bred ones are like big puppies, man.
Oh, yeah. Are they?
Yeah, they're sweet. We used to breed them, and then Alabama banned them. We follow behind y'all's reptile laws.
I'm
Just
constantly hog
ridiculous because one of the animals they banned here. And
You broke up on most of that, man.
Yeah, you're
Am I back?
I
kind
didn't
of
hear,
going through.
we didn't
Yeah,
hear
you're
a whole
kind
lot
of
of
going
that.
through a rough
What's up,
patch.
Hogleg?
Give it a second.
Yeah, man, this dude's got some caiman. I mean, he came into Hogleg, somebody just got him a caiman, and I'm like, nah, I don't need none of that.
The Cayman would be cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't keep one as a pet.
Go to Donkey Land, man. I mean, that's close enough.
I think Vikings froze up big
Yeah,
time.
I think we lost him.
The
traveling, so
Yeah, he's
I
driving.
was-
got a signal.
I was talking with one of my coworkers at school. Her and her husband, they got pulled for gator tags.
Oh.
For this, and they're going tomorrow, and they got pulled for the west end of Chobe to go hunt.
I was wondering if it wasn't gator season. Where did we go the other day? It made me say that. The only boat that had been to Donkey Land was, it was somewhere we went.
Yeah, because I believe it started August 10th, if I'm not mistaken, is when so they got 2 tags.
Like when we
And
Like
and they don't.
people went to buy.
She was telling me that they don't harvest the whole gator. What they do is they basically they'll take it and they'll try and sell it and try and like they get the gator tail,
Right.
and then they try and just like sell out the rest of it for the hide and the rest of the meat, everything. And she was telling me that the prices that they're finding right now, for the gators, for like a 10-foot gator, they're only paying like $60-$80.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
It's like everything else, man. Prices ain't worth a crap. Oh shit, we got 2 of him.
There's Avery.
I don't want to do that.
Look at that.
Am I good this time?
We got you
It
so
worked.
far. We got you so
You came
far.
back on at the right time, Viking. Avery, my youngest daughter, has a balloon on her head.
Balloon head.
He's a hothead.
I thought you
All right,
had an
come
idea.
All right, come here. I'm gonna pull this off your head. All right, so
Welcome in, Anti. How are you this evening?
What's up,
bud?
Anti? So because we want to continue Viking story, why don't you tell everybody what you started this week?
Kindergarten, yay! School, yay!
Big girl. I'm so proud of you.
And then what did you get? What did you get on the second day of school? You were what of the day?
Artist of the day.
Artist of the day, yay!
How fantastic. Wow, that is so good.
Yep, she was all jacked up. Like it was cute. They pinned it on her shirt, and she came home. She was all excited.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Keep up the good work there, big girl.
And she's doing good. And she likes her teacher.
Yep.
Wow, that's
We're
great.
going-
We have no more desk. No more desk. Now we have circle tables.
Circle tables are way better than a desk.
Yeah.
Oh, Anti said hello.
Hello.
All right, so we're gonna get back to it. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Avery.
Bye.
Hi, Chris.
No, we haven't, Crystal.
Go ahead, go back in, go eat.
All right, Viking, back to what you were taking your blizzard somewhere. He's gone.
Oh, we lost him. Dang it! I'm sorry, Viking. I'm sorry, my kid stole the one time you had some good signal as you were driving.
No, Crystal, we had went fishing all week. I had to
Hey,
bail the
Crystal.
power pole pumps in. Which part of the boat? Had to get something fixed on the boat. Well, not fixed, just updated.
Dude, power pole. I mean, come on. Like the customer service, like
It's great.
Like,
man.
every single
He knows. Yeah.
single company in the entire world should look at their customer service model.
They should. All right, we go try him again. All right, nobody
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm going through Tennessee, so
I got you, man.
That'll do it. Those mountains are just fierce.
Up,
But,
Rosie.
no, I've been
There you
keeping
go.
breeding reptiles for going on 11 years.
Wow.
So
My sister had some for a while. She raised them in these little cubbies and pulled them out and showed the little eggs and all of that. And
we mainly work with geckos, like the crested geckos and stuff like that.
Right.
she had snakes.
I think the mountains are gonna get you, man. I think the mountains have got you.
He's driving through Tennessee right now, right?
Oh yeah, he's
We drove John's truck, his international truck through Tennessee mountains and up towards Ohio.
he's back again. Every day we try. There he goes again.
trying.
Nope, he's gone again.
Oh,
Viking, you're gonna have to give it up, brother.
damn! I really wanted to hear about what he does. I mean, I find that whole reptile like trade like extremely interesting.
Well, we can't
And-
get the reptile guy, so let's bring up the reptile.
Wow, what's up, Ted?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Teddy?
Good morning,
I'm just
Matt.
doing my food
What's
plot.
up, Fever?
See the food
Oh, check it out.
Hey, pork
What's
chop.
up, Catfish Fever?
Oh, the food plot looks good.
Look at that. That's a lot of work. Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'll be plowing. It's the second time we plowed it. My dad actually plowed it twice, so I'm going to go down turn the lights on the tractor and come up and finish plowing it tonight so we can plant it tomorrow.
Very cool. What you putting in there?
Nice. Hey, Backwoods Barbarian.
Hey, back
Right.
then.
Rape, radishes, turnips, and a little bit of winter wheat.
You broke up. I heard you say you're going to rape a radish.
Yeah. Rape,
Okay.
rape,
What up, brother Mark?
It's not 9 o'clock yet.
And
I-
you didn't
I-
break. And you know you didn't break up, right? You know you didn't break up. You just left the door
Yeah.
open for John to pull a joke there, correct?
Oh, there's Mr. Pork Chop, Jeremy Albritton. Everybody that don't know, that's Jeremy Albritton.
What's up, Jeremy?
Are you at work, Amanda? You listening to us while you're at work?
So,
Hello, Miss Amanda.
do you hunt that field or is it somebody else's area?
Nope, this is my dad's field, but I shot my buck in it last year, and my dad shot his buck in this field last year.
Very cool. Where's the stand at? Apples. Apples.
Well, Boxy, you didn't have to break it up for us. Now you could have kept going.
Is
'cause
Boxy here?
We are pushing
Hey, Boxy.
for Al's thing. You gotta
I'll show you the tree stand. But this is a tree right here, full loaded with crab apples here.
I hear ya.
Don't eat too many of them. They give you a better egg.
The deer don't mind.
Here is a scrape tree, and it's a pear tree right here. I planted this years ago.
Amanda, good girl.
I'll give you a $5 bill if there's a partridge in it.
And then if you can you see my dad's stand right?
Or 12 turtle doves.
Can you see my dad's stand right there?
I see the box stand back
Yep,
there.
I see it.
Files.
Oh, wait a minute, Ted. Let me put you on.
Hey, Bud Files.
Hang on.
Can you scroll the link to the auction?
Why won't it let me change the layout?
Other way.
I'm trying, dog. It won't let me do either one of those.
Here's
It
the
won't,
box.
it won't let you bring him up full screen. Now you're full screen. Hi.
I know. Go ahead, Ted. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But there's my dad's box blind right there.
Yes, sir.
That's where my son shot his first buck out of. That's where my daughter shot her first deer out of.
I remember the video.
My dad shot his buck out of that last year, and I came up the hill, and there was a buck standing probably right about here, and I whacked him right here.
Very cool.
Hey, Backwoods. He's
All right, Backwoods. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Barbarian.
Thanks for coming in, buddy.
I came up tonight with the tractor, and there was about 8 deer in this field just picking around all this dirt. I guess they
Right.
were scrounging up some grass here, but we're
They were
gonna.
looking for arrowheads.
But I'm excited about that time. You know, it's hunting time. So
Are there any? I'm serious. Are there any arrowheads in there? I'd be looking for them.
I hear you, Amanda.
I thought you were talking about airheads like the candy.
No,
That's what
I
it
mean,
sounded like when you first said it. I'm
back
just
in
saying.
there,
I
back
was
in
in airhead, so I figured he'd be like, "Is there any airheads?"
Are there any arrowheads?
Same
You ever
thing.
found any arrowheads in
I
there?
haven't.
Best time to look's after a rain. So they
Oh,
can
God.
We got jars of them back in Carolina. Damn, old man would work a field. It would rain, and me and Lindia would walk for hours every day after work. We'd
That's
work till get off in the afternoon. We'd go out there and walk fields.
Amanda, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth either. I worked for every bit of it.
That would be sweet, pork chop. What's Amanda talking about silver spoons?
She's talking about work.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm gonna start the tractor up. I'm gonna go over the hill and show you the other one. So I'll
All
be done. But I'll mic the. I'll.
All right, we want to see
All
some
right.
cool. We want to see some cool
Gonna
stuff.
lock the mic.
I want to see a Papa Wheelie.
Donuts.
Willie.
Donuts, Papa Wheelie running off the road down the hill. Something cool. There he goes. He's on a wheelie. Look at him rolling. Wait a minute, Ted. Somebody play some music and he can lip sync and it'll be a Geo video.
Hold on.
Hang
What
on,
song?
Giddy.
What
No.
song? Give me a song.
No, don't. It'll copyright my dang live.
You sure? I got one. I got one.
Yeah.
Hold on. I
Hang
got
on,
one.
Teddy.
I got one.
Oh, he's riding a
I
lawnmower.
know which one he's going to do. Hold on, which one it is.
I got one.
No, he's probably going to get my copyright. We can't see him now. It ain't as funny. Oh, Joe wants some donut.
All right.
What's up, Joe? With a
I'll
donut.
start from there. What up, Joe?
Don't get hurt till after the auction, Ted. Come on, Mark. Don't be a damn whiny ace.
He'll be fine.
Time, Ted.
If not, hey, Mark, if not, you just got to take it over. That's all.
Use, Doc, why you trying to talk like a northerner? You's got to take it over, you guys.
Use guys. I was watching My Cousin Vinny the other day, so.
Man, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
My biological clock is ticking.
That would be.
I love that movie. And you know it was funny. It was on, I think it was on like AMC or something like that. And one of my students, she came up and she was like, Dockery, I watched My Cousin Vinny. I was like, good for you. She's like, it was so funny.
Yeah.
And I keep because I try to tell my students, I was like, the crap you guys watch sucks. Watch other movies.
And it's got Herman Munster in it. I mean, it's got to be good. What's a Ute? And there's
What is a
beer.
Ute?
What's up, Jay?
Yes.
Oh, is that your other food plot?
You
Yeah, that's the main big food plot there. That's about 2.
already planted?
Yeah, we're gonna plant it tomorrow.
Oh,
It's not planted.
when's your
Yeah.
deer season start? Aren't you
Hey,
late?
what's up, Jay?
We are a little. Well, last year we were at the end of August, so this year we're in the middle. But we want to be at the beginning of August, but we couldn't do it just with timing and stuff like that. So
Hey, Jay.
You know, you could have asked City Sticker Chris, and he'd have told you when you should have planted it.
yeah, I know. He's
All right,
He's
we're
a,
gonna
I know he's a connoisseur when it comes to food plots. So
Well, you don't have to call him a bad name or nothing. I mean, good
That's
God.
terrible. How dare you?
want to scroll it. It's all at the top.
What?
so yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing.
It's so fun. It's
You want me to do it again?
John, do you find it funny like I do that like everybody up north is now like preparing their land for hunting season as it's like literally they're all excited because it's going to start getting cooler. And we're preparing for the basic
Hurricane?
death heat and hurricane ramp up season.
I don't know, man. It felt good today. I almost felt like back in Carolina when you'd walk outside and it's the first day of fall. I walked outside and it wasn't 90 yet. And I went, huh. This feels
Yeah, I
good.
walked out of the house this morning and the humidity didn't, kick me right in the nuts the minute I walked out. So that was nice.
But tomorrow, that tropical whatever going over to Texas to add to that shit, whatever's getting ready to go over. So
Yeah, but we shouldn't get much of that. It's gonna. I was looking at the radar. It's gonna kind of. We'll get a little bit but like it's gonna be more west.
right.
And then Sunday, everything's
Go
gonna
west.
be to the west of us. So
72 degrees.
we should be all right.
72 degrees. Next week it's supposed to be 98 or something like that. So what you guys think of the tackle box?
It was a nice tackle box. I had it.
Did you like? Did you like
I was-
Is that not what he asked? Did he not ask what we think of the tackle box?
my
it's a
video?
great tackle box. I think it's held up very well over all the
Doing
shipping.
good. It's time.
All right, whatever, jerks.
You're the one that said it, Teddy.
You phrased it wrong. That's
All
your
right.
fault.
What did you think about the video?
It was very
Loved
good, Ted.
Loved
All right.
it. It was very good, Ted.
Well, wait till you see the second part because I think it's even better. So
Second part, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I said something
But
about the
you got-
second, and you told me you'd already filmed most of it.
Ted, can I ask you a question about the tackle box?
yes, sir.
How many baits are left in that big freaking thick pack of bruiser baits that I put in? Like, because I loaded that thing up with like an assortment of just.
There's a lot of bruiser baits in there. I use the stick bait, that big stick bait, a lot because it was muddy water, and I was like, man, that's a perfect, and that's my style of fishing. So I rigged
Right.
it. Style. I used just about every big bait in there, like bass bait. There's a lot of like panfish baits and beetle
Yeah.
spit stuff, but I didn't throw any of that. I just threw the bigger bass baits, and I really wanted to catch one on the one at Shane Flint, the big white bucktail, but
Yeah, like,
it was so muddy and stuff. The white was a good color, but nothing was hitting it, and I don't think they're used to them big baits up there where I'm at anyway.
I was just wondering how much was left because like the one bag I put like doubles of like every single bruiser bait I had on the wall. I just wondered how much was still in that. I mean, that pack was like that thick when I put it in there.
Yeah, there was a lot in there. So I
Okay.
I put a dark frog in there, a snack
Pork
proof.
chop, we know it didn't do brain damage. So, whatever, we know there's no brain damage done. And that's cool, Viking. We at least everybody got to see the Lizard King.
So the frog, and I put in a Ned rig kit. So, but I don't know how many people want to keep I don't think you can put much more into it.
I think we told Laura, and she should know that. Well, I'm sorry. To who the tackleback's going to? Forgot your video hadn't came out. But I know. But anyway, yeah, you were the last one to put stuff in it.
Yeah.
We're gonna start draining it now.
Yeah, there's enough stuff in there that we could do that. And
my plan is let's get it back empty, and then we'll send it back to Show Me Creeks.
Hey, you could be like, okay, at this point, we're sending it to this channel, and now the challenge is drain it.
Yeah.
No more adding, drain it.
By fishing, send it to people that'll do it fairly, and not just grab baits, but start draining it. And I'm serious, at the end, when it starts getting low, we're going to send it back to Show Me Creeks.
Send it back to Larry.
And to finish that big old circle, he'll have to fish with whatever happens to be left. And that could be the final end to it, is what I'm thinking.
Cool. I was just worried about losing any of the baits.
Joe's right. That's what Show Me Creeks will have to fish with. A bunch of decals and empty wrappers.
And then he'll have to write in the book about the empty Slim Jim wrappers and a bunch of decals.
There was no.
What's up, Eddie Gross?
I did write in the book, so that was a good thing. I filled it out the way I should fill it. I filled everything in detailed and everything. I put a couple of decals in there, and I put my sticker in there too, like a sticker.
So what happens to? Here's a good question. What happens to the book?
Well, hopefully Ted will be famous by then, and Show Me Creeks can make some money off of it.
There you go.
Okay, so eventually it's gonna go back to Larry, and Larry has the book, and then Larry has all the fishing intel from across the country.
So it'll be like Traveling Tackle Bag Part 2.
Yeah, then we can start a Part 2.
Part 2.
But yeah, I think that would be cool. That way we could actually have an end to it.
Yep, I think
that. Oh.
Because if you keep adding stuff to that bag,
it'll never end.
It'll never end, and that it's going to get ridiculously expensive to ship.
Right.
With the bag though, you got to have an idea. Like, you got to go through it. Like, you just can't take it out and go through it and fish, because you're going to be thinking all day. Just keep changing. What I did was, the night before, I went through it all, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this, and this. And then I went out, rigged my rods on it. If anything didn't work, then I knew what I was going to use next. Because you could waste a lot of time looking through the bag fishing. But if people have a lot of time with it, then that's fine. But I only had the weekend with it, so.
Right, but see, you did it the cheating way. Like you said, you fished because it was the way you fish. Me and Lindy have said, okay, no bruiser baits. So we had to fish with damn fishing lures, had little bitty damn treble hooks on them. Them things were tiny.
Yeah, I tried.
That's the difference in getting it early and getting it late.
Well, and then you got to remember too, when you guys got it, the only bruiser baits that were in there were the ones that I put in there.
Right. And we didn't use it
because there was nothing in there, and I did the same. I did kind of the same thing. I didn't open it before I went to fish it. I mean, I knew what was in it by watching everybody's videos before, so I had an idea of what I wanted to use. And then when Joe didn't catch the peacock when he was fishing it, I was like, all right, that's what I'm going to do. Luckily, there were some Zoom flukes in there, and I knew I could use those to possibly get one. And then I saw that stupid, god dang little grass. That thing is the bane of my existence.
Dude, I remember that first video when you had that little creek challenge and that little grasshopper thing broke.
I hate that freaking thing so much. Much.
I used
and have you guys ever noticed? I know it's hard to see, but if you look up here, okay, right here with my fingers pointing behind me, that is the creek pack.
Oh, is it?
And if you notice, here, I'll get it down. If you notice, there's baits in there. However,
They just weren't biting, John, on everything. I threw everything, man, in that thing, but they
Yeah.
just wanted that frog, and I just stayed with the frog to get
Oh,
contact. You know?
I mess with you, Ted. I caught one with a frog, but I never fished a frog.
Yeah.
however, look what's missing. There's a slot.
Yeah.
There's a slot that's open.
The grasshopper.
The grasshopper's gone. And I've never fished any one of these baits ever since. I've never tied any of them on. They stay up there, and the grasshopper's gone, and I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Forever.
Well, listen, I'm going to go because I got to get the tractor back up here, but I wanted to stop in and show you guys.
And Ted, good luck tomorrow. Y'all got your hands full.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Holler at me. Holler at me if I can help do anything.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, it's going to be a lot, but it's going to be for a good cause, and I don't mind. However long it takes, it takes. As long as Al gets the money, I don't care what happens. I'll stay on all night if I have to.
And let me tell you, one-on-one, which I know it don't make a damn just me, but I'm so proud of you, Mark and Boxy. I mean, y'all are doing a good thing and a great job at it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
and-
it, guys. And we're all in it together. Everybody that donated,
Yeah.
John, and, everybody that put in, we're all in it for Al. It's all it's about Al. So if anybody has any differences, somebody don't like me, still come in and bid on stuff. Put it aside. It's all
I'm
for.
coming, Ted. Don't worry. I'll be there.
I know. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here.
All right, Ted.
All
Later,
right,
man.
Ted.
Be careful.
All
Be
right.
careful.
Be careful. You got something to do tomorrow.
Just be careful. There's too much other stuff going on.
Right?
I don't know why.
Oh,
I-
you said a curse word before. It's only 8:30.
I know.
And how come you say a cuss word, then you stop and actually change it because it's done too late, Ted? You done dropped that bomb.
Yeah.
I didn't say a curse word yet.
No, I'm just saying I said it and then I tried to correct myself. Uh-oh, what's Mark J saying here?
Hi, MB Heritage.
What's up, MB?
I agree, Al. I wish I had a bunch of money to give.
Yeah. That is a cool charcoal painting of those fish.
Yeah, the yes, MB Heritage, man. He did a charcoal painting for the auction tomorrow. And
Yeah.
he talked about it, dude. He uses
That charcoal
the same
painting
piece.
stuff is really cool.
Let me see if I can get this right. He uses the same piece of charcoal, but with shading, he can get, let me see if I can remember the number. I've been hard on this brain over the years. 511 different colors off of one piece of
Shades.
charcoal.
Shades.
Right, but he was talking
Shades.
about it can actually. MB, tell me how close I got on the number. I'm torn between 157 and 511. I don't know why. I think it's 500.
I'm hoping MB says not even close.
Yeah, it'll probably be
I'm just saying that.
14. But that's
Like,
astronomical.
no, it's only 12.
No, it's a big ass amount because I got to thinking about it. I was like, well, I mean, even with, Doc, with editing, when you pick red, you can take that little slide and turn it into all kinds of different
Oh,
colors.
hell yeah. No, it's crazy just what you can do with the editing.
525.
But
What I
close.
525.
say? 511.
Yeah.
You were close.
Well,
Proud of you.
That shows you I watched your video and I retain what I watch.
No,
Also
you kind of
retained water.
retained it. I wouldn't say you totally retained it. You kind of retained it. You were close.
And Monica's got some beautiful.
I've had a few
paintings as
retainers
well.
put on me, and I retain water.
Are you talking about restraining orders?
Maybe that was it.
He's not restrained.
I am not restrained. That's for darn sure. That's like somebody asked me about launching a boat at Lake Jackson, where we've been going.
Yeah.
It's good to see that you can launch a boat. And, I don't know this person. I guess it was like a comment. So I had to reply, it's not perfect for launching a boat. Just remember, I ain't scared, because you drop a damn 20-foot Ranger off into that ramp, you might just go, ugh.
Oh, you'll get stuck.
Dude, people are internet experts. Like, oh, I would do that. Oh, would you? Can I see your video, please? Like, I would. I could. Okay.
Dude, Donkeyland, as you saw in the video, all that high set has packed
Dude,
out of the ramp.
I'm so glad you put that.
On y'all's way back on that one, that was.
Now, when we pulled up that morning, it's dark.
I knew that was thick
Gnarly's the one.
and like real thick. Like, you're sitting there thinking like, holy crap, thick. When you were all the way to the north on that canal,
Yes.
trying to get
Against the
through it.
edge.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
like,
the part
damn.
I edited out is where I damn near hit one of the big chunks of concrete.
And
At
see,
the
that's what I
beginning.
was. That's what I was wondering. How damn close were you to that? Because when you were running that close to that north edge on that canal, I was
Yeah.
like, dude, shit.
Lindy, I had to go look out because, I'm watching in front of the boat and we're pushing. I am pushing shit. So I had to put it neutral, reach down with my hand, push this off that, that rock was right there beside me and gagged it again, just. Luckily, the boat's built for that. If you can build something for that, plenty of horsepower, light. I couldn't imagine a big fiberglass boat trying to go through there.
All right, Joe.
All right, Joe.
Little Jackrabbit Joe.
He's coming back after 9 because he knows it gets better after 9.
Oh, that's when Joe gets to cuss.
Oh, that's what, like when we go to Three Forks, I have to stand on the bow of the boat and be captain.
I remember, yeah.
And watch for stuff, yeah.
And boy, when we bump something and she's up on the bow, that's when it gets funny.
It happened a couple of times in the video that
Yeah.
we went out to Three Forks. Lindy is on the front and you and I are in the back, and she's like, over here, over here, over here. Well,
With me and you sitting in the back like that, we running the prop a little deeper back there.
Yep.
Oh man, we've got hooked on something. We have, how when you find something you want and you hate to tell your wife that you really want this expensive thing.
It's
the
not
scenario.
like
the scenario.
It's not a mail order bride or anything like that, is it?
No, I found something and showed it to my wife, and now she wants it too.
I want it more.
So
it is a mail order bride. No, I'm joking. These are terrible jokes. I'm sorry.
It's the freaking new power pole trolling motor, dude.
Oh, that thing is the freaking. What is it, like $5,000?
$5,000.
Yeah, yeah, almost 5. Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
hoping.
that thing is badass. Okay, I know we're not supposed to cuss till 9, but that thing is badass.
Dude, just type it in your YouTube search and let YouTube do what they do.
Oh,
my
it
Lord,
is.
dude.
I
Yeah.
remember
we don't have
seeing
one.
that. I remember seeing that before iCast on Captain C.A. Richardson's Flats Class TV came because I watch Bally Sports Sun, and I remember seeing that they aired the episode. I want to say it was about a month before iCast started,
Right.
and he had the I forget who he was from Power Pole, but he was on the boat with him, and they were fishing over on the Nature Coast.
Right.
And they were running that thing, and I mean, I could tell you right now, I could tell you everything about what he was talking about, that damn trolling. I don't even remember what fish they caught. I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at that trolling motor going, holy shit.
Oh, they're short. I mean,
I'm like, this thing is, and
badass.
even C.A. Richardson was like blown away by it because if you ever watch C.A. Richardson, he's not a trolling motor guy. He's up on that pulling platform and he's pulling the entire time they're on those flats. And he was saying, he goes, this might just get me, and like the way he is with his big beard, he goes, and he's sitting back in his chair and goes, this might just get me off of that pulling platform.
Yep.
I mean, dude, that thing is badass.
You think it's such a god awful amount of money, but we got a $12,000 outboard on the back, and we run the trolling motor 80% more than we do the freaking outboard.
And you just think about how compact that thing is.
Oh, 30% lighter.
Yeah.
And just how silent it is, and the amount. I mean, did you see the one video with the guy just he was chewing through lily pads like it was nothing.
Yes, saw that.
And what's cool is it being a brushless motor.
Right.
You hook it on 24 volt. It's the same motor no matter which one you buy.
Exactly.
You hook it to 24 volt and it's like a 78. You hook it to a 36 volt and it's 100.
Yep.
Thrust.
Yeah.
But that's one of the really cool things about it is you don't have to get a different style trolling motor based on what kind of power you're running.
Right.
It's just
and we use our boat. We fish all the time.
Yep.
We don't have it just sitting in the outside, and we fish once a week or once a month.
It's every day.
It's just about every day or every other day.
And I'm hoping, you know, with our little relationship with PowerPole, maybe we can help that some.
They'll give it to you for 4,500. Come here.
I done dropped the
say
little.
hi.
There's the other one. Hey, Kinsley.
Hello, Steve from Wyoming.
How are you tonight?
I'm good.
How's school?
Good. Can I tell you about the dance thing?
Oh my God.
Yes. I give you permission. Yes.
Yeah, you give me the permission, but not you.
She lost a tooth today.
Stop.
Oh, wow.
Okay, tell them about the
Don't
dance
need to
thing.
share my personal information.
You're sharing personal information right now on the internet about your dance thing. So share your dance thing.
It's exciting. Not losing a tooth isn't exciting.
Okay, well hurry up because we got a show to get back to. Go ahead, tell them.
So,
Somebody's
Right.
lighting fireworks right beside.
What the hell was that?
Fireworks. Somebody just said it's Florida. Let's get it on. But go ahead.
All right, tell them about your dance thing, baby.
so on the second week.
Whatever. Yeah,
It
the
doesn't
second
matter,
week.
whatever. So like we were dancing that whole week, and they were like judging. They weren't. I wouldn't say judging. They weren't really judging us.
They're judging.
Okay, well we'll say judging. They were like judging us on like what team we're getting, and there's a specific amount of people that are in those teams, and you have certain teachers, so you would only have 2 teachers.
Here, come a little closer so people can hear you. So you're not so far away. You're away from the microphone because people might not be able to hear you. Go ahead, keep going.
Do I start?
No, you're good.
So like they put you in a team, and you have 2 dance teachers. You have a modern teacher and a ballet teacher, and there's
What? See, this is what I have to work with. Okay, if you can't keep it together, you got to go.
okay. So like they put you in like a level, no, it's not level. It's team, and like it doesn't matter.
Can you give us a short version, please?
So yeah, they put you in like a team, and then like that's what you're staying in for the whole year, basically.
So,
Take that, Doc.
Can I say my
so-
teachers?
so no, don't. But so tell
Take
us.
that, Doc. Look at the screen. Take that. Take that. Take that.
Take that, baby girl.
Oh, they beat. Did they have their week 0 last night? Nice. So, what team did you get?
It's not a team, Dad.
Okay, well, what? So.
There's no name to the team.
Oh, okay. But she's to summarize her story. She finally got settled in with her new school because she's at an art school, and she
Right.
got settled in. She got settled into where she's going to be, and now they're going to start working on dance and all that good stuff. And now she's in middle school, and yeah, I got a middle schooler. I feel old.
Wow.
Now that's,
You are
that's,
old.
Can we hear about the tooth? Maybe that's more exciting.
that's a change.
What?
They want to hear about your tooth.
No. Okay, fine, whatever. So you guys are so interested into it too. Okay. So right, I got I got out of the car going from school, and Mom had pizza in the back of the
Never
car.
give up, never surrender, Vikings.
And I smelled it, and I was like, "Is there pizza in the back of the car?" She's like, "Yeah." Why? And I was like, "I want some." So I ate one, and like, there was one of my back molars. It was really wiggly, cause one day I ate Mentos, and I stuck the Mentos to my tooth, and I pulled it out, and it got really wiggly. And I got really concerned because I feel like I did something wrong. So then when I ate it, the pizza, I was like halfway in the pizza, and my tooth was like halfway out. So what I do when it's like really wiggly and it's like it's barely hanging on from a thread, I take my tongue and like I push it forward as much as I can until it's like not hanging on at all, and I just pull it out.
I'll
So
take
yeah,
it
she lost a
and
tooth
then I hit
today.
it, and then I hit it in a napkin.
Maybe that wasn't a great story, my dear.
Good to see you, Johnny Small Pepper.
All right,
What's
so
up, Johnny Small Pepper? Hello, Tina
What do
Ladybug.
you want to talk about?
Yep.
Hey,
Say
Tina
goodbye.
Lady.
Adios, youngin.
Say goodbye.
You lost a tooth.
Say goodbye and go in there with mommy and sissy.
One day I'll tell you how I lost my tooth.
Go in there.
There's nothing else to do in there.
Oh, I don't have
No,
anything,
there's plenty of things to do in there. I I buy and pay for tons of things for you to do inside.
In front of me.
Tons.
Like,
I don't
Throw
know.
them like
You have
fireworks.
iPads, you have computers, you have toys, there's all sorts of things you can do inside.
Say it, Doc. You know you want to. You have a pool.
yeah, there's no way.
They
I'm
could
going.
go in it right now.
There's no way I'm going in that pool. Oh, I have something to tell you guys from school.
All right,
It
last story.
It shouldn't take that long. I just remembered this.
Really? Will it not?
It might.
No.
So,
Come on.
I was at, leaving school, right? And I was waiting for mom to pick me up.
Come closer so they can hear you by the microphone, please.
And there was this frog. I don't know why I thought it was a toad. It looked nothing like a toad. And it kept on, jumping like a frog would normally do. Everyone was like, "Ee!" And it eventually, because there's a step that you go down to get to the car. To your car.
He ain't
Viking's
never
trying
go
to come back.
back. He ain't never go back. And keep talking.
So it eventually came up this step, and it almost went through the railing where all the kids were, and it got scared, so it went right back down.
Right.
And when you walk on the crosswalk, there's that yellow thing there.
Yes.
Right, that. It went on that, and it passed kids, and it entered the school.
Oh,
Right.
He hasn't heard the story yet.
oh, I bet a lot of girls screamed on that one.
I really had the.
Oh, and I'm
heebie-jeebies.
sure at her school, I'm sure a lot of
I had the heebie-jeebies.
I'm sure a lot of girls and a lot of boys probably screamed.
Someone was trying to catch it. It was like
There's some boys there that will try and catch some reptiles.
they were weird kids too.
Okay, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
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 Sorry, I was reading.
Come here.
You got your hands full, Doc.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
Bye.
Ew.
What's up, Mo, dog?
Bye.
Bye.
My feet
Is
are
the emphasis on Mo or is it on dog?
Let's see. Should we try it?
Try it.
Um,
Let's hear it.
Mo dog. Mo dog.
I like Mo
I
dog.
like my
I think I
dog.
like that one better too.
Mo dog is
I
here.
think I like that one better too. I like Mo dog. And Mo dog. Mo dog.
Mo dog.
And fishes all the
He finished on
time.
both. Wow.
Like the fisherman catches fish.
Or he catches
Oh,
dogs.
dog.
He could catch dogs.
He doesn't catch dogs.
He couldn't catch most.
Fish.
How many dogs does he catch? He catches Mo dogs.
He catches Mo fish. He catches Mo fish. By the way, one of my favorite Christopher Walken movies of all time is actually Suicide Kings. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
Dude, watch Suicide Kings. You got, and that's,
I just watch the highlights on YouTube, all the best scenes. But
you ever, Jay Marr, right?
yes.
The blonde guy that does an amazing Christopher Walken impression. Okay, Jay Marr was one of the main actors in that film, Suicide Kings, with Christopher Walken. That's where he picked up, and that's where he learned how to do the Christopher Walken impression. But the movie is phenomenal, dude. Suicide Kings is a great movie. Look, I don't know what it's available on. It could be on you.
I watch. I look it up on
Suicide
YouTube.
Kings
Watch
is
all the best
awesome.
things.
Love that movie.
I guess my favorite movie of Christopher Walken is the damn Fat Boy Slim video. That man can dance.
He used to be on soap operas.
Dude, Christopher Walken is a national treasure.
Yeah, he is.
Can we just agree on that?
Yes.
Yep, wholeheartedly.
Okay, I heard a damn YouTube. Heard a rumor today I'd never heard before, and that Woody Harrelson was talking about it. Do you know who they're saying may be Woody Harrelson's brother? Because I heard Woody Harrelson say they haven't done the test, but his mother was having. Let me get it right.
Yes, I did, Anti. That was great.
The
Thank
other
you for
person's
that.
mother was having a tryst with somebody, the other guy's father or something at that time. But Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson may be brothers.
Okay, yes.
They
I
show 'em
did
together.
see something about that. Yes.
And it seems like they don't look alike until you see them together, and you're kind of like, wow, they kind of look a little bit alike.
Okay, what's your favorite Woody Harrelson movie? I'll go.
Kingpin.
Which one?
Kingpin.
Okay,
Kingpin.
it's very close for me. But for me, see, I love Kingpin.
You forgot about him and the landlady, didn't you?
Ah! But
8 minutes.
8 minutes. That's right.
But
We
the,
didn't say
but
nothing.
the Oliver Stone film. You know which one I'm talking about? Oliver Stone film that he did back in the
They
'90s
said the cowboy way, but
with Juliette Lewis,
I don't know.
Natural Born Killers.
Yes, I didn't really-
That is. It's so close. It's so close for me between those two films, Natural Born Killers and Kingpin. It's so close, but I kind of give the nod to Natural Born Killers a little bit.
I mean, it's a crazy movie. It's all right.
I don't know. I
Kingpin's
really
fun.
love that movie. And I love that movie maybe because I'm like a film junkie, and there's like Oliver Stone just did a great job with the way that he kind of like just like such a fragmented style of storytelling, and it was just Robert Downey Jr. was in there.
I'm not a Robert. I don't really like Robert Downey Jr. I mean,
Couldn't be better.
I
Tropical
like Robert
Thunder. I
Downey
like
Jr.
it.
before he started doing all the god dang Marvel stuff. I like Robert. I like my Robert Downey Jr. a little edgy. Just gonna say.
I like Tropical
I like my
Thunder.
Robert Downey Jr. on coke. Just
I
okay.
do too. I was going to say I like my coked up Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface in a movie. I mean, that's my boy.
What do you mean, you people? That could you imagine that movie? And that wasn't that long ago when that movie got made. But could you imagine that movie trying to get made today? Oh my God, no way!
What
No
about Blazing
way.
Saddles? Blazing Saddles.
Or
couldn't
Blazing
either.
Saddles. There's no way.
Or what was we watching?
Freaking Little Rascals.
No, Leave It to Beaver.
Leave it to Beaver. What did he? Ward talking about? Daddy whooping his ass. I mean, my daddy would have beat me with it. I mean, like, wow, Ward. And not just the fact that Ward come in and she said, and the wife looked at him and said, Ward, you were hard on the beaver last night. We're not even talking about that. But I mean, he was talking about his daddy whipping him. And
6 minutes.
I mean, it was bad. I mean, not bad, but it was, you couldn't do
Well,
it now.
it didn't mean that then. You know,
Right.
that was the thing. It didn't mean that then. Like,
No,
and
I'm not
that's
talking
like-
about the
that's
beaver.
what-
That was a joke. I'm talking about him getting beat by his daddy.
right.
I know the
No,
beaver
I
was a
know.
joke. Yeah.
But that's the thing. A lot of people want to take their beliefs today and then project those beliefs on the things that happened back in the 50s and 60s. And you know what? You can't do that.
I know.
I'm sorry, you can't. You can't do
I
that
was the first in the one
because
that-
things meant different things back then.
That one.
Oh, she's talking about like today when something about a couples dance. Ward had looked at Wally and said, "Oh, you're going to take a girl to the couples dance?" And he looked at Ward so stupidly and went, "There has to be a boy and a girl for a couple," and just walked out. Yeah, just walked out, and we were like,
Yeah, now I mean
better
now
not.
in Oregon, if you say that, I think you get arrested.
Something, yeah. But you know, if I was a beaver trapper guy, you know, I would have made a Leave It to Beaver video. You know,
Probably
it'd been the whole-
15,000 times.
it would have been, you know, the it'd have been the whole Leave It to Beaver. Okay, Doc, right now a test.
Don't.
Name the 4 actors that played in the Leave It to Beaver family. Real name, the actors.
Oh God, no! There's no way. I got
I
nothing.
can nail that just from the intro. Hugh Beaumont, Barbara Billingsley,
She starts it.
Tony Dow, and Jerry Mathers as
See,
Beaver.
I remember Jerry Mathers.
Yeah. You remember Marshall Mathers. My name is what? My name is who? My name is Anti-Act Jack.
I have not I have not seen True Detective. And see, even the little role that Woody Harrelson had in No Country for Old Men was phenomenal. Like, and
He's a
that's a
funny
great
guy.
film. Like, No Country. Have you seen No Country for Old Men, John?
I think clips of it. He's a stoner. He's always got to be funny.
Oh yeah. But in Zombieland, he's great in Zombieland.
Zombieland's a good one. See,
Yeah, he's great.
You're naming all these thinking movies and all. You got to remember, I'm talking Kingpin, Zombieland, Step Brothers. You got to get into my movie realm here.
Have you ever seen Natural Born Killers?
Yeah, I mentioned pieces of it. All
No,
right.
you gotta watch. You gotta watch the whole thing, man.
I ain't a big butcher movie guy.
Yep, no.
Dude, Rodney Dangerfield. Okay, Rodney Dangerfield, one of the greatest comics ever in the history of ever,
Caddyshack.
is in Natural Born Killers as a psycho father. It's amazing.
Lydia said Caddyshack. No, that's where he drops his anchor through Ted.
Oh,
Knight.
Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack is just, and Bill
Wait a minute,
Murray
wait a
in
minute.
Caddyshack.
I'm trying to think of Ted Knight's name from Mary Tyler Moore's show back in the day. It was Ted, but it was
Yeah.
Ted Baxter.
Did you know where Caddyshack?
Here we go. Let's wait a Doc. Don't say a word. There ain't no kids on screen. Oh hell, I can see him.
There he is. Oh,
Nah. He's back to moving. Don't touch me. Hey Ray. Hey Sugar. Tell him who we are.
Do you know where Caddyshack was filmed?
Yeah, I can't remember. They flew.
right up here.
They flew Bill Murray in like 2 days. He filmed all his parts.
But do you know where it was filmed?
I do, but I can't think of it.
Right down here in Fort Lauderdale.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 45 minutes away from where I am.
What's the
And
one-
they had to, and it was right by the Fort Lauderdale International Airport, and they had to do takes in between all the planes landing.
I did see that too. Yeah,
Yeah, it was filmed right down. I love that movie.
but I watched that
What's
doc.
the one up here at Orlando? Right before you get to Orlando, or right past Orlando?
The
one-
what?
The Caddyshack Playland or something like that. What is that one?
No, that's actual a caddy. You're talking about at the golf course. The Bill Murray's Caddy Shack. It's a bar or something, a restaurant.
No, it's a place. It has amusement rides and all that kind of stuff up there.
I got nothing. I
got nothing.
I don't know.
I remember when we were moving here, we passed up there the big golfing area. Where's that at? Like coming out of Daytona, where you come through there, and it's the big.
Big PGA bridge, and then the
Oh, that's right before freaking Stick Marsh.
before Vero Beach.
Anyway, there's a big Caddy Shack bar or restaurant or something that we used to pass. Bill Murray, or not Bill, the brother. What's his name? Maybe it's Bill and Bob or whatever the hell it's. The guy,
He's the
guy in the booth in the box.
yes.
I
I
can't
know who
think.
you're talking about.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure. Hell, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Dude.
what the hell is his brother's name? He was the mayor in Groundhog Day.
I know his name. I just can't.
He
think
was
of it.
in Caddyshack as well. Bill Murray's brother was in Caddyshack as well.
Right, he was the guy that run all the caddies.
Yeah. God.
I'm not going to look it up either because I know.
Just look it up. So, or maybe somebody in the chat can figure this out.
Speaking of Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure,
Anton.
I remember watching that back in the day and kind of thought it was a funny movie back in the day. It popped up on the other night, and I was like, I'm going to watch this. Dude, I didn't make it like 5 minutes. Oh, Dingle Nut is the worst actor on the face of the planet.
Who? Keanu?
Keanu Reeves. He sucks, man.
Dude, don't mess with.
Ted.
Don't. Hold on.
That's death. Ted.
Not as bad as
Hold
Tom
on. Listen. The best.
Okay, you met Bill and
the-
Ted.
the-
Here we
the-
go.
the best worst movie of all time, and I will watch it every time it comes on from start to finish. Point Break.
Point Break.
Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze, Keanu Reeves,
It's a bad one. Brian Doyle.
But it's so bad, it's good. Anthony Kiedis is in it. Anthony Kiedis is in it for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And he acts terribly in his scene.
Welcome.
Look on the
It's
screen.
so bad, it's good.
Look on the screen. Brian Doyle Murray. That's not the name I was thinking.
Yes, I believe you're right. I'll look it up right now.
What's up, Stuart? He's from the UK. I do remember that from another live. Stuart the Fish Whisperer is from the UK.
Oh, Stuart. Thank you for coming in.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do. You remember that, Stuart? What was that, Mad TV or?
Saturday Night Live.
That was Mad TV.
How was it?
Look what I can do. I got a Stuart t-shirt somewhere that says, look what I can do on it.
There's this link out. If y'all want to go check him out.
Check who out?
Stuart.
Oh, Stuart. Look what he can do.
Look what he can do.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is Brian Doyle Murphy. But there's also
Murphy.
John Murray and Joel Murray. He's got more. There's a bunch of Murrays.
Oh, it's from Scotland. Okay.
Oh,
Remember
and
him,
Brian
it's great. I
Doyle
knew you were
Murphy
from
also played
Oh,
Chevy Chase's boss in Christmas Vacation.
was that the guy I thanked you for Scotch tape? Did I thank you for Scotch tape and alive and it started a whole conversation? I believe I did. I think he joined and said that he was from Scotland. I was like, thanks for the tape. And only a couple people got it and it started a whole thing. Might have been him.
I'm sure you did that.
And he had to ask what is Scotch tape. And I was so proud of my comment. I even told you, what did I put? Scotch is the name of the company, but it has become a synonym for clear tape. I wrote that and looked back at it and went, wow.
Actually, 3M is the name of the company. They just produce Scotch tape. That's the name of the actual product.
Fight me. Blow me, Doc. It's 903. Blow me, Doc.
It's 903. Fuck you.
That's funny.
That's funny. But yes, we talked about power poles earlier. Can you believe we mailed those pumps off at our post office?
Hold that phone. Good night or good day, Amanda. I hope you have a good
All right, Amanda. Have a good day.
Come back more often. Okay, go ahead.
We took them to the post office about 10 o'clock in the morning, mailed them back to Power Pole. They completely rebuilt them, changed a bunch of parts, enough to where put new decals on the top and all. I saw the parts list. Had them back Thursday at what, lunchtime?
Yes.
FedEx dropped them off Thursday at lunch.
3-day turnaround.
Because they're
only in Tampa.
We're fortunate. We're close to them. They're in Tampa, correct? Yeah, they're in Tampa.
What are you going to be around? Whoa, Doc.
Yo.
Amanda said she's going to be round more. Oh, no. Oh, round. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you was going to be round.
That's not nice.
I'm not nice.
But you run Amanda off.
I'm not. Amanda knows I'm picking.
No, Amanda's going to work.
She's the little Australian fudge round.
Hey, Buck.
Oh, it's Buck.
What up, Buck?
Okay, I have been searching something. I know nobody in here probably remembers.
Hold on, I want to do something for Buck.
CMB. Hope you guys have had it. I have to get off of here. I'll go get my green beans. Bobby Jean.
All right, MB.
Bobby Jean. Hey, Bobby Jean. Fudge is good.
Tell her hello.
Might be her.
No,
Buck.
it's Michael. He's got a
Buck, you like Buck?
It kind of says
It
Bobby
is
Jean.
Bobby Jean. Oh, well,
I'm sorry, Doc. Go ahead. We're talking about Bobby Jean.
No. I'm just doing something for Buck.
but it was you.
What'd you do? Oh, I know what you're doing.
She's going to go can her green beans.
Doc, y'all can't see it, but Viking keeps popping up and it don't show his face. Then he's gone. Popping up. That was it.
It keeps coming. Oh man.
I would forget it, Viking. We only got 45 minutes left. Keep trying, son. But anyway, what was I going to talk about? About Uncle Buck.
He's going to unfollow him.
Okay, from my youth, and I'm thinking, do y'all remember the sitcom Alice? Doc may not.
No, I do.
You remember
I do.
Alice?
Kiss my.
Yes.
Kiss My Grits.
Kiss my grits.
I think it's from that TV show, and I'm thinking it was Flo's sister cousin came in that was going to be a country music singer or something, but she sang a song. And dude, I have known this since I was 10, 11, 12, and it's just one that stuck with me. And I sing it all the time, and I keep looking for it on YouTube and can't find it. But the song goes, Uncle Buck's got cotton, Uncle Buck's got corn, Uncle Buck's got babies, ain't never been born. Ooh, ah, Uncle Buck. And I cannot find that whole scene. It's a whole scene around that song. And I'm so wanting to find it, I'm going to make a video about Uncle Buck. But that's what I remember is Uncle Buck's got babies.
It's not on YouTube at all? Like you can't find it at all?
No. I've looked through Alice episodes, and then I thought it was on here's a way back one, an old soap opera comedy kind of thing called Mary Hartman. Lindy remembers it. But I searched it, and that's the one where the country singer sang about Charlie, he's my big old baby boy. So I think that was the Charlie song. But I think it was Alice. I think it was Flo's. Some relative came in and sang the Uncle Buck song.
Viking said he has full service and it won't let him in.
Well, I don't think we have anything on you. I didn't ban you or anything, did I? I clicked you out a couple of times.
No, he says he has full service.
And it won't let him in. I mean, I kicked him a couple of times because it was just stuck there. I hope I didn't.
Pork chop, how hot? And Pork Chop and Buck, how hot is it out there?
If you try again, just stay there a second. Let me try. It's been hot down here, man. I'm telling y'all.
But it's cooled off some.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, did you guys get a break from the heat? Because these last 2 days we've had some cloud cover and some rain, and I mean it's actually not been bad.
Did you see how cool it was yesterday evening?
102.
After them storms.
74.
Dude, yesterday after them
Dude,
storms.
we had a mini hurricane roll through back here the other day.
Yeah. We saw it on the news. It was damn all blown to hell over
Yeah.
there. I gotta get
The girls have a little like a little pinwheel in the front yard. It's a bigger one. It's not like the little ones that you would hold in your hand. It's got like it's about a 3/4 inch stake, and the pinwheel's probably about like 12 feet in radius. And dude, that son-of-a-bitch gone.
Oh, going round and round?
Yeah, it went
Oh, gone.
It hit the side over like where I'm at here. It came from over there and like hit. Luckily, it hit the pole. Otherwise, it would hit the damn truck, and I'd have been pissed. It hit the pole that's on the side of our porch. It hit that, and I was like, God damn! I went out and grabbed it, but I mean that storm just came up on us real quick, and I mean it was blowing, and they even said on the news, because that came through at about what, like 4:30 or so. They even said on the news, they're like, oh, we have reports of hurricane force gusts in Palm Beach Gardens, and sure enough, they said it was 75 mile an hour.
Yeah. You see the tree fell on the school bus?
I did, yeah, down in West Palm. Yeah. Luckily, no kids were on it.
Right. They were on it, but they didn't get hurt.
No, they didn't get hurt. That's right.
Right. They were on it, yeah. But these little quick forming storms because of the heat and all that have been pretty potent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're...
Extreme heat that Buck's talking about, we had that a couple of weeks ago. You've got it now.
Do you think it really is extreme heat, or do you think we just think it's extreme heat because the media tells us it's extreme heat?
They're breaking records, so I would say.
But are we really? Let's go full on conspiracy theory here, Lindia. Let's go.
Transparency. That's the key. Transparency.
I don't know. Let's go. I don't know. No, it's been hot. It has been.
Usually the fish bite. When we were out fishing last year in August at Headwaters, fish bit. Even on the chatterbait, when we were up there, up at the Indian Mountain, fish were biting.
They're not now.
No. But we'll find out next week.
I've been struggling. I have gone out, like the last actual fishing video, well, the last video that I posted on the channel was when I went out with Billy.
Yeah.
And we were down in Coral Springs, and it wasn't terribly hot then. But I've been out, I'm not going to say every weekend since, but pretty much like every other weekend since. And not enough to make a video. I mean, like I sit there and I'll come back, like even when we went out.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I could make a video of that, and I keep saying that, and I just need to sit down and do it.
She got one on reserve. Yeah, we went several times, didn't catch fish, so we don't make videos.
But I mean, there's what? How many fish did we catch that day? We were out what, Lindia? We were out from what 6:30, and we were off the water by 1, and I think we caught like 7.
Yeah.
And the biggest one was like 4.5 that I got, and that was it. You know, and I can make a video of that.
Yeah.
I probably should, but
I
just
know John wasn't feeling well, and so he's main man on the camera.
yeah, and it's
So it's got to be hard.
it's hot. I mean, it's hot outside. I mean, if you down here, and I'm sure for Pork Chop and Buck too, it's just you go out, and by the time it's 10 o'clock in the morning, you're drenched.
10 o'clock in the morning. Bow, 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 bow. What's that, Devo? Time for having fun. I've been working in the coal mine.
Been working in the coal mine.
You so funny, Buck.
Oh, Pork Chop, you're an AC tech? Dude, you got to be just as busy as all get out.
Down here in Okeechobee, all the rich mofos around town are AC guys. They got the big fine houses and all.
My wife's uncle, he owns his own AC business. Dude, he's running his ass off. And two of my best friends, they do AC work. My one buddy, he does AC work. He's lucky. He works for the county. He works at the airport. He just basically waits around for shit to break.
How cold is it supposed to get tonight there, Crystal? This is in Carolina. But Rico Lowe's this time of year could be 50, but that'd be chilly.
My aunt's up in Ohio, and she's saying that like their lows at night are in the 50s. And
what do you hear Doc saying?
He was talking about his cousin.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, he's running his butt off. He can't even keep up right now. And I mean, he's a small business, just one man band. Well, not one man band. He's got his sons that work for him and everything. But I mean, he is 53. Nice.
Shane's one of the Men in Black guys.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is.
I'm headed there.
23 years now. Nice,
23.
dude. That's I mean, getting in the AC trade is a great trade to get into, man. Great trade.
You're up in the mountains, though, aren't you? Are you up in Granite Falls area? Or
Hudson. I think her address said Hudson.
Hudson.
I threw that away today and looked at it.
In a place like Louisiana or a place like down here in Florida, being in the AC trade, you'll always have work. Always. You'll never not be without work.
Mysterious man, Shane.
Yeah, Shane's mysterious. I was watching one of those Area 51 videos and all the other day, and I swear I saw Shane in the background.
He was there. It was Shane. I saw it too.
He's born into it. Born into air conditioning.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go fishing, Sunday? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Where you guys going to go?
Monday because of the rain.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably Lake Jackson. We ain't been there in a while.
They've had a little bit of rain, so it might be a little bit more water.
Be a little deeper up there. We're going to go give it a... Mitch called me today and said they were headed to Jackson.
Oh,
I said, which one? No, he said that one.
Oh, okay.
Didn't hear back from him, so they must not have tore it up.
Yeah, you have to text him.
The him being Mitch. I said, who you going with? Just somebody. I thought, oh. Well, I hope somebody catches him.
All secretive.
Yeah, he's a little goober.
He's the one that, I missed that 7-pounder.
Oh, I missed 3 8-pounders. Oh, I missed a 9-pounder, a 4.3, and a 5.8. How do you know what they are if you missed it? Oh, I can feel them.
Okay, all right. I know who you're talking about.
Which like me and Lindy have gotten a boat and just make a cast and go, I just missed a 10-pounder. Casting, I just missed a 9-pounder.
Oh,
We sat
dude,
there and went on
I'm
it. Went right by.
I can't tell you how many 10-pounders. Hell, I'm telling you right now, I've missed 14 and 15-pound bass.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
I miss Gary Brown's truck.
I missed them. Wanna know how I missed them? Because they didn't hit the freaking lure.
I threw my bait whenever I put new line on. I always throw it over Gary Brown's yard, and hell, I go right by his truck. So I missed that old Chevrolet a couple times.
Right, that's over a ton.
What was it?
Okay, Buck, you might miss a 12-pounder every trip, but I bet you wouldn't pass up a 1/4-pounder.
I found a Florida channel down here. I was like looking around on YouTube after I was watching like Boxy's live and Ted's video and Mark's video. His name is Angler Matt Outdoors.
Who?
He's a Florida channel. Angler Matt Outdoors.
Angler Matt Outdoors.
Yeah, smaller channel. He's got like 400 subs. Seems to do kind of a combination of a lot of like saltwater fishing and like going for the peacocks. And I was looking at a lot of the spots that he fishes, and a lot of it's like same spots I do. So I'm surprised I've never ran into the dude. So I don't know. I'll take a look more at some of his videos and check him out, and could be maybe another fishing friend. I don't know. We'll see.
Why, Buck? Because they don't have the metric system in Louisiana, so you got to have a Royale with cheese. Or what do they call a Big Mac? Well, it's still a Big Mac.
It's still a Big Mac.
Why didn't you tell me you was calling the wolf?
Oh, you calling the wolf?
Did you watch? I gotta think before I start just blabbing out loud.
Yeah. We'll be done. We'll be done. You do some stuff like that. We'll be done.
I know some metric. 13, 14s. I know are metrics.
That's like when I can remember being in math class in high school, having to learn fractions and stuff. And I can remember looking at that teacher going, I will never have to ever use fractions in my life. And then my life went down quarters and halves and OZs and all. I was like, well, I guess I did need them fractions after all.
I'm telling you right now, the best way to teach kids about fractions, math, and like the fractions and everything, teach them how to read a tape measure. Teach them how to read a tape measure.
A lot of people don't know how to read tape measure.
No, I know, and that's a problem. But like, if you teach them how to read a tape measure, when you ask them certain things, and like, because Kinsley brings home, her math. She's 6th grade now, and she brings home this math when they're doing fractions and stuff. She had a summer packet that she had to do, and like, she couldn't figure things out. And I sat there and I grabbed a tape measure and I told her how it gets read.
Right.
And then I said, now I want you to figure out what that question's asking you. And, so if you have 3.5, like it ended up seeing something visually on a tape measure and understanding how it works between, a 1/6, 5/8 or a 1/16, 5/8, 3/4, it made sense to her.
Yeah.
And people don't know how to read a goddamn tape measure.
But the word
They literally have tape measures now where it says like this is 5/8. And it's like the tape measure. It looks like a goddamn Encyclopedia Britannica. It's just like know what the slots are, dude. Like, you can figure this out. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but
But-
everything's going to centimeters.
I'll be honest. I have measured stuff, and all the way to my saw go like 34 and 3 little lines, 34 and 3 little lines, 34 and 3 little lines, 34. You know what I say? 34 and how many lines was that? God,
3 little lines.
back till I go.
But have
34 and
you
3 little lines.
have you seen how they're teaching addition, where they draw out the number and then you bring down the whole number first, then you bring down the hundreds down, and then you bring the thousands down? I mean, that is off the wall.
No, hold on. I'll say it. It's for goddamn ridiculous.
It is.
Like, seriously, and it's funny because I sit there and I show Kinsley, I'm like, you need, I walk her through on how to do it the way that they're supposed to do it, because that's the way they're supposed to do it. That's the way the teacher has been instructed to teach them how to do it, and that's how they have to do it. But then I tell her, I'm like, this is what your teacher would call old math, and this is how you figure this out. So if you ever struggle on figuring out how to do this, what they're asking you to do, here's old math. And like, old math just makes sense to her, and like actually to a lot of my students too. Old math makes sense. And like it's really weird, because if you teach if these kids understand old math, like our math, like putting things, stacking them on top and doing the carry the one, if they know that, then they can figure out this new garbage that they're trying to teach them.
Wait a minute. I'm
like round and round. Like, it makes no sense, dude. It doesn't. Just like teach them the way that you learned, I learned, we all learned, and everybody can add.
Doc, I'm learning new math now, and I'm getting very good at it. Just watch. Hey Siri, how much is 148 plus 50? It's 198. Bam! Nailed it.
But see, John, that's the problem. That's the problem, is these kids are relying on their phones to get the answer, which I mean, I get, you figure it out, but what kind of generation are we going to sit here and raise where you're going to depend on technology and you can't think for yourself? You can't figure it out in your head.
I'm old school. I know how to cipher and all that. Right. And my gazintas are pretty good. Like 4 gazinta 8 twice. I mean, my gazintas and my cipherings are good.
But see, these kids wouldn't know what a gazinta is. And I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said that. Gazinta.
I'll be honest, I use my fingers.
2 goes into this
a bunch. That's it, pork chop. I'll be going, like, even multiplying. If I'm looking at something, I might go like, twice, 3. I mean, but do y'all remember Chisenbach?
No.
When I was young, it was like these Chinese kids were doing that counting where they'd use their fingers and touch them with their chins, but it was called Chisenbach. I guess it's got to be something. Hey Siri.
Oh my God, you're gonna ask Siri.
All she said was, all right then. All right then.
They have a special relationship.
Hey Siri. What is Chisenbach?
I can't wait to hear this answer.
Freaking trick shot from a traveling.
You're right, Shane. They do. 100%.
Hey Siri.
You're right, Buck, Waylon, and Willie.
What is the math called Chisenbach?
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
Oh, she's
I think
confused.
you made this up.
What are you talking about, Waylon, Willie, and the boys?
Go back up a little bit. That's
Look,
why.
Buck got Skynet. No, I mean, Shane talking about Skynet.
Look what that does there.
Wait a minute. What did anti-right? Here we go. Doc, do you put that with the one that Laura said a while ago? Look right here. See, that's a double entendre, I think is what they call that. Men don't need centimeters, Lindy. They all say they have a foot. And then Mr. Double Entendre said, women are constantly putting a foot in their mouth. So. I get the joke.
I love the joke.
And we all know Jared didn't like a foot long. He was more into a 6-incher.
Jesus H. Christ.
Let's go to Chisenbach, Texas. There you go, Buck. I got you now. But it was a math thing called, I swear it was Chisenbach.
It can't be, because Surrey has no recollection of it.
I might be saying it wrong, but these damn little Asian kids could damn lick their fingers and point them together. And
yeah, oh yeah. I'm telling you right now, I'd rather see a kid sit there trying to figure something out and doing like this in the classroom, trying to figure out what that was, than sit there and try and do what, like this this ridiculous thing where they draw boxes and
We
then
all
have
can't
to.
be-
It's just like, what are we doing, dude? Just like, what was wrong with the math we had years ago? Like, we all have grown up, and we all can like balance our checkbooks and understand how to add, subtract, and do basic algebra and geometry. We get it. We don't need to like draw 19-page diagrams to figure out the answer.
Can the kids in your class
No,
balance a checkbook?
no.
Chisenbach. See, pork chops on with it.
No, most kids nowadays, and it's nothing against the students in my class. I'm not saying they're stupid. What I'm saying is most kids today don't know what the hell a checkbook is.
Oh, you got a good idea there, Anti. Hang on. I did try to Google the words and it didn't help. Hey Siri.
Ooh, yeah. Good call, Anti.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Uncle Buck's got cotton. Uncle Buck's got corn. Uncle Buck's got babies, ain't never been born. Ooh, Uncle Buck.
Oh, I'm really interested to see what she comes
I
back.
couldn't get that. Could you try again? She didn't follow me on that one.
There's nothing to repeat.
So I'm going to find that song for Buck.
Why don't you ask her who sang the song with the lyrics? Say, hey Siri, who sang the song with the lyrics? And then
All right, hang on.
see what comes up.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Who sang the song with the lyrics? Uncle Buck's got cotton. Uncle Buck's got corn. Uncle Buck's got babies, ain't never been born.
One sec. Here's what I found.
See, it does it every time. It takes me to freaking Uncle Buck the movie. John Hughes. You can't hardly search Uncle Buck without getting John Candy.
Damn you, John Hughes!
That's right, Buck. That's exactly what she said. Is it not Chisenbach? I don't know if it's Chisenbach or Chisenbach. I think you're thinking of Mbop. Mbop, mbop, bop, mbop. But Doc, you should have come in with the.
Hold on.
Doc,
we
is
can
that
do
a Woody behind you?
What?
Is that a Woody from Toy Story behind you? What the
No,
hell is
that's-
that?
That's Big Mac.
Oh, I remember that story now.
Yeah, that was the
I got Betty Davis eyes, pork chop. They'll impede you. They'll impede you. Bop, 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 bop. Oh my God, we've done turned into damn Hanson. And not the ones running the crap.
Does it bother anybody else that this is sang by like three boys? Because this doesn't sound like three boys, right? I guess they were ahead of their time for where we are now.
That is called talking to the woman with authority. That's how I talk to Lindia too. I go, Lindia. He listens better when I put that. See what Anti wrote? He goes into my wannabe deep, sexy voice.
Here it comes. You know you guys are singing along. Here it comes. Try not to sing along.
I'm not singing along. Uncle Buck, bop, bop, Uncle Buck. Do
Do you want to make a song for Uncle Buck?
No.
Okay.
I do have an Uncle Buck song. I just want to. Uncle Bud, what?
Carabelle and Josie was focused.
Joe, you came in right in time
How
for
do you
the,
know it's Uncle Bud?
Crystal says try Uncle Bud.
Why do they know Uncle Bud? Is that what it is? Uncle Bud's got. It ain't Bud. I ain't asking the hoe no more.
Okay, let's do this then. Favorite John Candy movie?
Oh, wait a minute. If he done found an Uncle Bud, Buck sending me Uncle Bud. Is that it? Let me see. Have I thought it was Buck all
Bozo
these years?
Chavis in Zydeco. You're funny, Anti. What up, big nasty?
I believe that's it.
Is that it?
I think so.
What Crystal said she found it.
Well, look at y'all detectives. But she's singing with a country one. This is all Cajun-y.
Hey, it's the closest thing you got right now.
Uncle Bud. And I've been singing at Uncle Buck my whole damn life. God dang it.
You just learned your whole life was a lie.
Oh, he found that out earlier.
What?
Your whole life was a lie.
How'd you find that out earlier?
My mom went crazy and started telling all the shit. You remember, I take care of my crazy mom. Well, she don't remember none of it now. Now I tell her that, like, you don't believe I tell my mama shit she's done. Hell, mama, you went to the moon one time. I did. Hell yeah. Got a big bunch of cheese, brought it back. Well,
Do you think the moon landing was real?
hell yeah.
Have you seen the conspiracy theorists on that?
I've seen so many conspiracy theories about so much shit.
I'd like to see everybody's opinion on that. Do you think the moon landing was real? I do. I'm just gonna throw that out there, but
Could we reenact it even better now? Why, hell yeah. I saw Bruce Willis do some shit. It was a whole lot better. That's why I say, dude, if a meteorite is coming towards the earth, right, and they decide we have to do something about it, I'm sorry, but Bruce Willis, Will Smith, who else going on that damn place? The dude from damn Jurassic Park.
oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Gutenberg's ass getting on there.
Maybe fucking-
No, Jeff Goldblum.
Who's the guy from Men in Black? He's going to.
What do you want?
Who played?
Wait a minute, what we got in here? Southwest Florida bass fishing.
Southwest Florida bass fishing. Got a tournament coming up on the Harris Chain. Any suggestions on lures to go through this time of year?
I don't fish the Harris Chain. Beards and Bass does. I wish he was here. He could tell you more.
What is
Yeah,
it?
Jay fishes up there a lot.
Swim jigs, chatterbait, things that go lower
He's
because
already
it's
Southwest
so
Florida. He knows that.
it's already so hot. They're not hitting good up on top.
Yeah, fish aren't. It's a hard bite right now. But look up Beards and Bass. He fishes the the Harris.
He's always on the Harris Chain.
And he's always talking about how it's so different than our lakes and all. I mean, and Rob, Shiner guy, could maybe help, but
Yeah. Bruiser
And
bait,
then Gino Losi. Gino Losi fishes up on the Harris Chain a lot. Look him up. And actually, I think Gino just posted a video a couple days ago, kind of breaking down what's going on up there in this heat. What do you say? Bayou Bucks outdoor Cajun is not a flavor. No, it's. Good job, Anti.
old Buck's funny. He's got a new video out. I hadn't watched it yet. Oh, and I saw
Yeah,
Big
kayak
Nasty.
fishing. I got to watch it.
I saw Big Nasty come in a while ago. What's up, Big Nasty? He said he was live earlier or something. I remember seeing that blast by.
What pork chop that I think they landed on the moon, but had to reenact the footage because Neil Armstrong face planted.
I thought they found out that Neil Armstrong was using steroids and they took the moon landing.
Listen. Shane said it's real, so I believe Shane. Shane's on the inside. Yeah.
Shane was there
Shane-
probably. He's probably
Shane's on the inside. Shane
Yeah.
had something to do with the moon landing.
Shane says it is real.
Come on now. I made a very good damn Neil Armstrong joke there about using steroids. You're supposed to say that was Lance.
My girlfriend was talking with me the other day on the phone, and she was talking about these conspiracy theorist people. And she was saying, do you believe that you know, the atmosphere up there and the ozone layer and all that going away, that the airplane trails are not leaving as much trails.
They're not leaving contrails anymore. I think that's part of saying it's all digital. You know, it's all just
Dude,
just a video
listen.
game. Yeah, Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, and he only had one ball.
The internet has made people, like, too many people have a voice. That's all. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
We are the world.
The internet has allowed too many people to express their opinions, and
Wait a minute.
and if you've watched any of the internet, 90% of what you see are just stupid people, and 90% of the population is freaking stupid.
That's Buck's new nickname, Cajun Pickle.
Oh my God. Can we start a channel? Let's start a channel. Buck, start a channel called Cajun Pickle.
And get you one of them
And
yodelers.
just random content, because everybody will have a preconceived notion as to what Cajun Pickle is, and just mix it up. Just mix it up. Mix it
That's
up.
right, Joe. I didn't even think of Stretch Armstrong. Thought you were going to leave it at that, Doc.
Leave what at what?
I don't know.
Cajun Pickle? What are we doing? I'm not.
No, when you was getting ready to say your opinion about people being stupid and saying things, you said, well, I'm just going to leave it at that. But then you
Oh no, I kept going.
Ask Michael.
Yes, it would be fire.
Well, we just bashed all the Armstrongs.
Ask Michael, or
Wait a minute.
in 14 years he'll tell you the truth. There you go, Porkchop. That's a good one.
We left out of
No,
Armstrong.
not too soon.
Wasn't there like a Louis Armstrong played like the trumpet or something?
Yeah.
Satchmo.
No, Louis Armstrong was trumpet.
But he was like, wasn't he Satchmo Armstrong? Had a nickname. His nickname was like Satchmo. Or his cheeks looked like Sacamo or something.
What about the little Tinkerbell Billy Joe Armstrong?
Oh, you talking about Green Day? Yeah, I wasn't gonna talk about Green Day. He still wears damn medium pants.
I think Green Day can go suck a dookie, like their first
Green
album.
Egg. I was gonna say, Doc, that was pretty good if you just randomly said Dookie.
That was the name of their first album.
I took my girls to see the Dookie tour.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Had pretty good seats too, and it's pretty cool with the kids. Till old Billy Joe got up there and grabbed the microphone and started going, "Would somebody F me?" But he was humping it, but he didn't say F me. I was like,
Aw.
And who opened up Panic at the Disco? These little bitty, tiny little kids with funny
Back
hair.
then? How long ago? Like,
It was
then it
Dookie.
got the disco? Really?
But anyway, they looked like 5 little kids with long hair come out, and every damn one of them was wearing like a bulletproof vest, and I laughed. I was like, wow. I was just their look, I guess. I don't know.
One of the times that I went and saw Slipknot, and we were at the House of Blues up in Orlando, and there was a band that was opening up for them. It was Slipknot, and who else was on that tour? I can't remember. But the other band that was on the tour, but there was another band that was on it. But the band that opened up for him was a band called Kitty, which was like literally a group
Oh my
at the
God, that's
time
fun.
of 15-year-old freaking Canadian girls that like played like hardcore metal.
That's funny. You said kitty. Our first word came to my mind was litter, and you went kitty, literally, and it made me laugh. I was like, wow, he brain vibed me on kitty litter.
But yeah, I mean, dude, those girls came out and freaking rocked it, dude, and that was a great album. I mean, these 15-year-old girls from Canada were just like tearing it up.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Buck. They're still out there touring now.
Anti, that's funny. My dad's license plate on his truck forever was CPO Navy because he retired as a chief petty officer. That's what I thought of when I saw
I
CPO
did
30.
too.
Then I thought of CP30.
Yeah. No, saw that.
Yeah, Buck. When we saw them at the House of the House of Blues, they were giving out like their it was like a demo album when they were on that tour.
So if they were kitties back then, they're like full-grown cats now, aren't they?
I guess, yeah. The guys just changed their name to Cats.
They getting in fights now, which are cat fights.
Meow.
I bought a microwave one time that somebody cooked the cat in.
Did you see that Flash movie? The new Flash movie? Like apparently, I saw something like the new Flash movie. Like Flash actually puts a baby in a microwave and like actually cooks a baby in a microwave, and that happened.
Now, I thought you were talking about the old Flash movie. That's why the old Queen song, Flash.
Ah.
He's totally unbelievable. He works at the Velvet Antler. Cougars, y'all. They're cougars now. Went from kitty to cougar.
Cougars.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Poor Buck's on it.
Buck is on it tonight. He must have
He's always on it.
had him a few nips
Your
of
Buck's
the old.
always on it. It doesn't matter.
Do I what?
Do I what? Flash Gordon.
Flash.
And they made a reference in that, like, you remember in the movie Ted, they were all about the Flash Gordon. Did you ever watch that movie, John?
Yeah.
Ted? Oh, that was funny.
What was the one with Tron? You remember that shit from back in the day?
What? What about the movie Tron?
Do you remember the movie Tron from
Yeah,
back in the day?
absolutely, yeah. But what about it?
Nothing. I just asked if you remember.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought we were going somewhere. I thought we were going, but
Buck
we're just
walking
gonna-
on air.
we're
I
gonna leave
thought
it there.
you were walking on sunshine. Yeah. And don't
Both
it feel
Teds.
good? Both Teds.
Yeah, there's Ted. There was Ted, and then Ted 2.
I played a game.
I'm not gonna lie. Ted 2 was funny,
We
but
saw
like
that. We saw that, Crystal. Lindy had talked about they saw a cougar in Longview. Keep your butt out of Longview, Crystal.
They called it a mountain lion.
Tron.
yes.
Am I late for the 5 o'clock crack giveaway? Even though that was Tyrone Bigums.
Wasn't but correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Tron the one who was like, I just bought this baby cash? Chappelle's show was fun. He's
North
coming down.
Kakalaki,
Chappelle's
Buck.
coming down here to the Hard Rock, by the way.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Tickets are only $180 for the nosebleeds.
No, Clayton Bigsby was the black white supremacist.
Yes.
Tyrone Bigums.
Okay, that was him. All right. Thank you, Buck. I thought I was right. I just bought this baby cash when they got their reparations.
You guys want
And
to play.
Tron became the richest guy in the world because he opened up like 25 record labels or something like that. Dude, that show was so good. It had such good writing. Chappelle was just amazing on it.
Woogie Boogie. Buck.
Boogity boogity.
Buck, Batty sends me that clip, the full clip, all the time on my phone. He'll say it. He'll call me, and he always adds the rest of it. That'll be the first words out of his mouth when he called me. Woogie Boogie. Oh, Dave
I
Chappelle
love the Chappelle show. And then,
he
dude,
got all
when
rough.
Charlie Murphy did his stories, that was phenomenal, dude. Like, that was
Okay.
so good.
That's what cracks me up. You know, WOKC down here with Billy Dean.
Yeah?
The sports guy is Charles Murphy.
No, he's
Every
not.
morning,
No, he's not.
at a
Is he
different
really?
time, Billy will say something about passing it on to Charles Murphy, and I always go, Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy! How do
Murphy.
they not? How's he not milking that every day? Like
I bet-
you gotta call Billy and be like, dude, come on.
I
You
bet
gotta be like,
Billy
it's
Dean-
now Charlie Murphy.
I bet you Billy D wouldn't get the joke, Charlie Murphy.
Explain it to him.
I have to show him the clip. Charlie Murphy.
Darkness.
Put diamonds on everything. The darkness. He had a ring that said,
Oh, where he puts it, and he puts a diamond. He sprinkles the diamonds on the turd.
I know you've seen what is Dave Chappelle where they do the interview that's got Rick James and he's like, I wouldn't put my feet on somebody's sofa. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, right after I put my feet all over his sofa.
He goes, who the hell puts their feet on somebody? I would never do it. Yeah, I remember rubbing my feet on Charlie Murphy's sofa or Eddie Murphy's sofa.
All right, can we all say it at one time? 1, 2, 3. Cocaine, a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. But dude, I mean that's funny because like I remember Burt Reynolds telling me stories like that about him, Eddie Murphy, and Richard Pryor and Robin Williams in a limo when they were driving down Hollywood Boulevard. And like those types of stories, like they freaked out Richard Pryor so much. I think it was Richard Pryor, or was it Eddie Murphy? I don't know. It was one of them. They were all jacked up on cocaine.
Oh yeah.
And Burt Reynolds was telling me the story about them. There was like him, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and Robin Williams driving in a limo down Hollywood Boulevard. They were all just jacked on coke, and like they freaked out. I think it was either Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor to the point where he like jumped out of the limo as it was driving. And there are so many stories like that with these guys that like, I mean, you could probably make those into movies and it's better than anything you're watching right now.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the joke back when Michael Jackson got his hair on fire at the Pepsi commercial?
Yeah.
And that was about the time Richard Pryor set himself on fire. Do you remember the big joke then?
Oh God, what was it?
They started a new
it was something about Pepsi, right?
No, it's the one I'm talking about is where they started the Ignited Negro College Fund. And the one comedian, remember, he took a match and he went, "This is Richard Pryor running down the road."
Oh, who
Michael
was
Jackson,
that comedian? That
Michael
did
Jackson making a Pepsi commercial.
What a small water coastal fever? I'm confused. People go to Florida for the cougar tourism, usually starting in the coral bars. Is there a new track to the elusive packages? Dude, Anti's on it tonight, just like Buckets.
They all just, I think they just wound up. I guess it's Friday night.
Friday night. But seriously, are there any comedians besides Dave Chappelle left like the old school Eddie Murphy, the old school Richard Pryor? I think Dave Chappelle's really kind of carrying on that, kind of carrying that torch because, dude, that guy he's just phenomenal. He's so good. He's so funny.
Have you seen?
I don't know if he's $180 worth of my money for me to go to Hard Rock to watch him funny.
Whoa.
Oh, Andrew Dice Clay. Andrew Dice, when he hit the scene in the 80s, to tell you the truth, I think Andrew Dice Clay is what started like the big comedian thing because before him, I mean, were comedians doing like stadium tours?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe ask Siri or whoever the hell you call her. I don't talk to her very much. But like before him, were like comedians getting those kind of venues?
Bye, Crystal.
Later, Crystal.
I never was a Sam Kinison fan. I didn't like the voice and the squall.
Oh my God, I love Sam Kinison.
I didn't really like Sam Kinison.
God, I love Sam Kinison. Rich Sexton was the last guy that could get away with craziness, and Donnie.
Oh my God, I love Donnie Baker.
Donnie Baker. Good
he passed away.
Shane.
Everybody says Batty when he shaves. Him and Donnie Baker look a lot alike. They up in Virginia, they call Batty Donnie Baker.
Aw.
I get it. I get it, Buck. I get it. Ah! Ah!
No. No, wait a minute, that was Homer.
That's Homer. Sam Kinison was even in, Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield.
He was on Married with Children too.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
What's up, man?
Mitch Hedberg was great. I loved Mitch Hedberg, Matt. He was funny. You never seen Mitch Hedberg?
Yes, I know. I'm pretty sure I know who he is.
Yeah, he was like the stoner guy that kind of wore like the purple aviator
He
glasses.
did, right?
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I hope Dave Chappelle doesn't fall in, but like all the great comedians die.
I got it pinned, Mark, at the very top of the chat.
Yes, but we ought to say
Yeah.
it again. Yes, everybody, tomorrow night on Off the Hooks channel, the big auction for Al's Outdoors.
And his wife.
And for those of you that don't know what CST means, that means 8 p.m. our time.
And Buck, I guess he finally quit looking for his boat. That was back when he started on John Boy and Billy on the radio. He was always looking for his damn boat that got stolen.
Mm-hmm.
See, where we lived in North Carolina, the original, John Boy and Billy, they were in our local radio station.
They were in
Oh, were they really?
Yeah, Charlotte's where they started. That was local radio for us.
That's cool.
Before they got syndicated and famous, we had
See,
another
down
famous,
here. We had Bubba the Love Sponge, and he got syndicated and kind of became kind of famous because he
Plenty
started
Bruce, George
getting-
Carlin. George Carlin, man. When I was a kid, my brother had all the George Carlin albums.
I remember
Oh my God, George Carlin.
Who was the one that did the puppet?
Oh, and Bill Hicks,
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
He wasn't
Let's call anti.
He was
Bill
a
Hicks
pop
was
idiot.
phenomenal.
Lindy is comparing Gallagher to Richard
No.
Pryor. I'm kidding. Gallagher was hilarious, though. I loved him. I loved
Oh
the
yeah,
Gong
Gallagher. Gallagher was great too. But you're right, anti. Bill Hicks, he was phenomenal. George Carlin, you just can't beat George Carlin. George Carlin was way ahead of his time. You can sit there, like, have you ever seen like all the stuff that they've been posting like on YouTube Shorts and like on Instagram Reels and stuff about George Carlin talking about like germs and like the indoctrination that goes on in some of these schools and stuff? And I mean, that was like 20 years ago, dude. The guy was way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. Which warrants, yeah, that's right. That was another Dave Chappelle skit. Good call, Buck. Dude, Buck's on fire tonight. I think the winner of the chat tonight goes to Buck. Anti's a close second. It's gonna come down to the wire here. We've got 6 minutes left. It might come. We're gonna see who the winner of the chat is. It's either gonna be Anti or Buck. We don't know. Jay Hickman was funny. Oh wait, hold on. What we got?
Jonathan Winters. Okay, what got me against Jonathan? Or wait a minute, is that Jonathan? Who is it that Burt Reynolds slaps and Smokey and Cannonball Run? That's Jonathan Winters, right?
Jonathan Winters, I think.
Yeah. Making sure I didn't get my names confused.
Don't confuse John.
I'm good. I had a thought I was going to say when you got done. I done forgot it now. It's all funny. You don't win a damn thing, but
you get to win competing tomorrow night in the auction.
Yes. And everybody, they got so many of those coins that I don't think will go very high. I mean, there's something everybody can about.
Are they doing those coins as a bundle, or are they going to separate like all 20 of them?
Individual coins.
Yeah.
They're doing individual?
Yeah, and they're just like bronze commemorative coins. So,
So they got like 20 of them. So that's like 20 separate.
And there's like 20 of the Trump 2024. And
16 of another one.
16 of another kind of coin.
Three different kinds, I believe.
All these trap combinations. I mean, there's some good stuff. It's going to be really cool. And if you do go and you can't buy nothing, a couple bucks towards Al. I mean, God damn it, we're trying to get Al everything he can get.
Well, yeah. I mean, even if there's nothing on the
it sucks, man.
Yeah, it does. It totally sucks. And even there's nothing that's on the auction that you want to bid, Ted's going to have his PayPal up there that you can put money to, and he's going to give everything that he gets tomorrow night to Al. So, I mean, you can just donate money if you don't want to bid on any of the items that are going to be up for auction.
Oh, I love Jerry Clower. Oh, my God. I can
Jerry
do all
Clower was great.
Hi, Marcel, you ate that nana yet? Well, don't. I ate mine, and I'm stone blind.
I think I might go watch some Bill Hicks tonight. I've seen
I'm gonna
enough
watch-
George Carlin. Sam. I think I might watch after tonight. After we're done here and I'm winding down for the evening, I think I might watch some Bill Hicks. So
Who was the phone prank guy from like the 90s?
the phone prank guy.
Yeah, the guy that would do all the funny phone pranks, calling people. I know Buck will know. It's all from his time period. We're talking. It was a white
What, like
dude.
he would do stand up with phone pranks.
Yeah, it all started about it's radio stuff too. Oh, I can't think of his name. He's a white guy, but he do blackface. Oh yeah, sound like an old black Roy D. Mercer. I knew
Roy
Buck.
D. This is
Roy
Roy
D.
D. Mercer. It's Roy D. Mercer.
Yeah, he plays like a black guy, but he's really a white dude.
God dang.
Oh, I remember the
you're
Jerky
on
Boys
fire,
too.
dude.
And,
The
I
Jerky
have-
Boys.
I had
Love
some
the
Jerky
Jerky
Boys
Boys.
stuff. But R.D. Mercer kind of started it first.
This is Roy D. Mercer.
What's the? Oh God, I'm thinking of the Jerry Clower thing where the guy
I've
comes
got-
up and talks to him on his moped, and
I'm
Jerry
kind of
Clower
hoping
takes-
it rains tomorrow. I'm not
I'm
going to lie,
thinking
because if it
Roy
rains
D.
tomorrow, I'm going to watch some Roy D. Mercer stuff on YouTube, Jerky Boys, and Bill Hicks. I've got my day planned out.
It is almost 10 o'clock. We about made it through another one.
And I don't think we managed to offend really much of the population this evening.
I don't think so.
The Ignited Negro College Fund might have been getting a little close. That's
But that's gone now that they got rid of affirmative action.
That's just funny. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming in and hanging out. Thank you, Buck, for coming by. And Anti,
Yep. Good to
Matt,
see everybody.
Shane, everybody.
Yep.
We had a good week. We're gonna do some fishing this week, so you ought to see some videos up.
Yep.
So you guys are going to go where?
Probably Jackson Monday after this rain.
We're going to
Okay.
go to Headwaters too, so we can cross up.
Thank
on
you,
the
Anti.
water And go into Stick Marsh.
Yeah, we went to from Stick Marsh to the water, from Garcia to the cross through. Now we got to walk across from Headwaters. Do the tripod.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear really good shoes this time. I got ate up by ants last time. Biggest place on.
Uncles weren't bad. Ants suck.
Yeah. Fire ants.
Dude,
Yeah,
ants
see,
are
everybody
terrible.
go by the
I'll
auction.
take mosquitoes over ants any day.
So,
And as everybody's been saying, if you can't afford to give nothing out, because I know it's tight, go to Al's channel, watch a few videos, help him get some,
yeah,
watch hours.
Let the ads play because the ads.
just whatever
play
you can
in.
do. I
Yeah.
mean, old guy,
Yeah.
he's one of us. It'll all be us one day. I mean,
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
I'll be
starts
up for
and
that.
that starts tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, depending upon where you are in the country. And I know most of the guys in the chat right now are Eastern time, so 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be on Ted's channel, Off the Hook Outdoors, and Anti just put it up in the chat
Yeah.
so you guys can get back to it. But it's going to be on Ted's channel. I'm pretty sure everybody in here has Ted's channel,
Yeah.
and
Well, it's all through the chat. I've been putting it up several times.
yeah, and
To the top, so it's in there easy.
I'm regular time.
I thought-
Buck, are you Central or
I think he's on Tulsa time.
right? I think
He's on
he's an
tape.
hour behind us, right?
Living on Tulsa. Yeah, it's an hour less.
Yeah, they're an hour behind us over there by Buck.
Yeah.
And Buck, I'm gonna go watch a new video probably here in a little bit. I ain't done it yet.
Yeah, so Buck, before I go watch Bill Hicks and Roy D. Mercer and the
I
Jerky
want to see
Boys,
old Bubba.
I want to watch Buck in a kayak.
I ain't seen Bubba in a while. I want to see Bubba.
Unregular most of the time.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Eat more damn fiber there, Steve.
Man, it needs some.
What are they called? Prunes. Got to eat some prunes.
You can call me more of an irregular kind of guy, I guess. But all right, folks, we're out of here tonight. You may live to regret that, y'all. That's true, Buck. All right, Doc. See ya.
Bye, Doc.
Call
All
us.
right, guys. Good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and I'll see you. I'll see most of you guys tomorrow night in Al's live. So, or the auction for Al's.
Yep.
Al's Outdoors and
Yep.
Ted's live. Sorry.
Yep. All right. See y'all there. Later, Doc.
All right, guys.